We just got to the range. It's quite weedy, so Dan was smart and brought a weed whip. Anyway, we'll get started soon.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome to another episode of Home on the Range.
Today we have history on the range. We've got a 1911, well, it's all 1911s, but we've got a super cool 1911. But before we get into that, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell. That way you get a notification every time we upload our videos. And I want you to like our videos. I want you to share our videos. And I definitely want you to comment on our videos. Let's check it out. Well, like I said, we've got some 1911s on site today. So I'm going to do, these are all completely different. They all have their own awesome little styling cues. However, this is a Rock Island. So this is $350 gun. This is a Springfield mil spec. That one's about $650 to $700 gun. However, the price of this one is, it doesn't matter, because this is an actual World War II 1911 that was actually carried by the military. It is absolutely wonderful. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece that was bought out of the back stock of, well, I mean, I guess it was all just sitting there since World War II, so they decided to sell it. So what I'm going to do today is, since they're all the same firearm, we're gonna do some target shooting. We're gonna shoot the pings, and we're gonna test to see if the accuracy is different on these things or if they're all the same. So in March of, what is it, March 29th of 1911 is when the 1911 was actually issued to the U.S. military. And that is, and this same exact design was in service in the military until, get this, 1985, and the design is the same today. So let's put some rounds into it. I'm gonna do some different rounds. We're gonna do FMJs, and we're also going to do some hollow points to see if it makes a difference with either one. But and then maybe we'll go up over here and see if we can shoot for distance and see if the aiming between them is better, worse, the same, I guess. Whatever, let's do it.
Light, easy to handle, effective. The handgun is the ideal weapon for both defensive and offensive close-quarter man-to-man combat fighting. Easily carried at the side, it's practically a part of you. In spite of the weapon's light weight and compactness, a bullet smashing through only one of these white pine boards would be enough to seriously wound a man. Before handguns can be fired properly, men must first complete basic training with the pistol and revolver on a standard range. Here, trigger squeeze, sighting and aiming, and other fixed and correct firing habits are learned. This basic training, however, doesn't prepare a man to get the most out of his weapon in combat. For here on the range, he's firing under ideal conditions at stationary targets. Being a good shot on a range doesn't mean that a man will be the same good shot when the target is moving or firing back at him. To get the maximum out of his gun, a man must learn to fire quickly and instinctively. Just as a rifleman graduates from the practice range to combat firing, the man armed with the handgun must have the same kind of advanced training with his weapon. A course in combat or practical firing has been designed to give that needed advanced training. As in this demonstration, men learn to shoot quickly and accurately from any one of the three basic firing positions. From the prone position, they learn to score hits on a pair of bobbing targets at over 50 yards. Moving up to 25 yards and assuming the kneeling position, they'll be able to do the same thing. In combat firing, a two-shot burst gives a dispersion of 6 to 8 inches on the target, assuring at least one hit. When a moment's delay may cost a life, combat firing trains men to fire instinctively from the standing position, pointing the gun as if it were a finger. To change the direction of fire quickly while at a standstill, just pivot on either foot. When moving forward, it may become necessary to change direction and fire from a walk if the target suddenly appears on the flank. This is combat firing, quick, automatic, and accurate.
Also today, and this is unpaid, they aren't paying me to say this, I'm gonna try out, I got a new pair of Axel active earbuds, and we'll see how they do. They seem pretty cool already, but this will be the first day out on the range. So I will put a link in the description below, and I'll let you know by the end of the day what I think of them. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Rock Island. I have not fired this. A friend of mine borrowed me this. Thank you, Jaron. But it seems, you know, they all feel, well, I guess this one's a little more heavy duty. And that one's actually even a little bit more heavy duty. They all do feel different. I didn't think they were going to. I think the spring feels like it gets heavier throughout. Of course, the spring that's in this one, I mean, this gun probably has, I mean, it's probably got millions of rounds through it, being that it's a World War II. I mean, this is super cool. Look at that. Property of the United States. I think it's cool. I can't wait to put rounds through it. The sights are different. So the sights on this one, this is the original way that they had sights. So this is the way mine are. So you can actually see them. Adjustable sight in the back, apparently. However, the Rock Island, well, it looks like the Rock Island's got an adjustable sight in the back too, but it's got that blank sight in the front, which I feel like is probably going to be harder to see. But when they taught you how to fire these guns, you know, all you need is the barrel, point, shoot, you know. So let's put some rounds through rock. Go for some clinkers here first. Again, I've not shot this. My buddy gave it to me the way that it sits right now. I haven't oiled it or nothing. Go for that body plate. It's hard. I like 45s. No mas.
Hey,
all right.
everyone.
Yeah.
First impression?
It feels fine. I mean, it feels like a 1911. Bites a little bit at the top. Right here. I think that's it just bites just a little bit on the back of your hand, but that's okay. That's nothing a little sandpaper or something wouldn't fix if you wanted to. But I think it shoots fine. It's good. Seemed accurate. You want to shoot mine, or you want to shoot the World War II one?
I want to shoot them all, but you go ahead.
Okay. All right, so...
Ask me if I want to shoot the World War II one. I mean...
Huh?
Ask me if I want to shoot the World War II one. Of course
Right.
I do.
Right. I'll go for the finish. Ooh. Look at that. I missed. Oh! What? What's going on here? It shoots way different. Huh. Okay, so I just realized that this shoots high. Interesting. I'm really excited about this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but to have something like this in my hand and be able to put rounds through it, it's just an amazing feeling for me.
Think about the history.
I know.
Thank you, John.
Thank you very much. What? Okay, so this one shoots low. Or not. No, that's right where I was aiming. I must be jerking it. I must be jerking this one.
It's got some distance on the shells flying out.
Well, again, this one bites me a little bit too, but I don't know why I'm missing. Probably because I suck today. That's okay. Okay, so just 3 rounds out of each one of them. Try and stick them, you know, try and keep them on one target so we can separate them out. Like I said, mine shoots I think high. The World War II one shoots low.
Jeez.
What's that?
Nothing.
Got it?
Yeah. Whoa.
You're shooting there, lady.
Well, those were like in the same hole.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened on that first one. Yikes. I mean, sad to say, it's been a really long time since we've shot a handgun.
Well, yeah.
That was horrible, though.
You just yanked it.
That first one.
Well, I was doing the same thing. I know I could tell. I could tell I was yanking it.
Did I hit those 2 in the exact same spot, or did I miss?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So this is the Springfield.
Oh, man.
Slow down. There you go.
Don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Yeah, you're pulling on it. These ones are supposed to be for accuracy for 70.
Well.
Enjoy this one. Put this one in the right target.
Oh, that's smooth.
Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Take your time.
Not very accurate today.
It's all right.
Not very accurate.
Okay, so
I did the best with the Springfield, but that's the one I'm most used to shooting.
no, you actually did the best with the Rock Island
Oh, I
because you put
guess.
those 2 rounds right there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what happened there.
You just jerked it. It happens. All right, let me try that. Let's see if I can't get.
Be a little more accurate.
Well, I don't know.
Let Dan show me up.
Yeah, I doubt that. Sand a little different. Headshot, left side target.
Pretty darn good.
It's a good group. I gotta say though, I mean, for a cheap gun, the Rock Island's keeping up. I would say maybe even ahead right now. Of course, we haven't shot the 1911s in a long time, but not making any excuses for it. All right, I'm gonna go right target to that headshot. All right, that grouping was way tighter. Getting the pistol feel back again. See, I'm taking all of my ammo out of my SIG magazine. Of course, we have been shooting rifles quite a bit lately, haven't we?
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I actually shot a handgun. And we've shot revolvers.
Yeah, we've been shooting the revolvers. But that's totally different than
Yeah.
these, you know?
I don't remember. It's been months, for sure.
Okay, so I'll go headshot right target with this one. That's really low. Wow. I may or may not have janked that first one. Let's go look at them. So, looks like if I'm taking my time, I would say the Springfield outshot both of them. The grouping is still really, really good with the Rock Island, though. For a cheap firearm, that's that's pretty good. And this, I'm not surprised by, because I have heard that the military 1911s aren't, you know, they're not meant to be super precision, you know, sniper handguns, you know, but they get the job done. You know, it's a brutal beast, and I mean, it does great. It's still just amazing to shoot it. The trigger feel on all three of them are completely different. The trigger pull on the World War II one is there's like nearly no play before you hit lockout, and then once you hit lockout, I mean, that's it. You're there. So itchy trigger. The Rock Island, I think, has a much longer pull than the Springfield. And you know, I can't even say, I can't honestly even say that I'm a Springfield guy, because I love my Springfields, I love my SIGs. You know, I like them all except for Glock, but that doesn't count. I think they're great guns. Let's maybe load a couple more rounds up and step farther back, and let's see if we can keep these groupings tight. Okay, so I'm gonna do some full metal jacket, but I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna go back about 10 yards. I know we're being about a little scientific-y today. It's not as fun and funny as we usually are. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta be serious. No, you don't. All right, like I said, we're roughly about 10 yards. We're gonna go right for that anatomy poster, right for his heart. Nice and slow. This one bites you. It's not slide bite, it's just this, just the trigger, the palm safety. Alright, let's go see how it did. See, that first low one, I definitely janked it. That's my second shot, that's my third shot. It's still not a bad grouping. It does its job, you know? So, all right, let's go to the Springfield. All right, yeah, I'm already. That's what the Rock Island's doing to me. But again, nothing, just a little, you know, little sanding wouldn't fix. All right, let's go headshot on the anatomy poster. Hold that one hard. This was the one I pulled hard. So, not bad. I was aiming right about there.
You're probably about equidistance, those two, as these two.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Maybe a little closer with the...
Yeah. A little bit closer with that one.
Yeah.
Not bad. Oh, they even got the magazine serial numbered and everything. Just I just love it. All right, we're gonna go center mass on the neon target. Look at the difference. I know I didn't jerk any of those. That was all right here, and I didn't jerk it. Not at all. That felt really good, and that's really bad. Wow.
I hate to say it, but I think the Cheapest is performing the best.
I think the cheapest is performing quite well, right along with the Springfield for sure.
Well, and I mean, we've never shot the Rock, was it Rock Island?
Yep.
But we've also never shot the World War II one, so you can't say that we've never shot it before, you know?
Right, but a 1911 is a 1911 is a 1911. You know, the trigger pull's a little bit, just, you know, a hair different just because of spring load and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, big deal right there. I'm blown away by that. This surprises me. I thought for sure that was going to be a whole lot more accurate. But, you know, 100-year-old gun. How good would you shoot, you know? But it you know, it does its job. Like I said, you know, when you've got a pistol in your hand, you're not shooting, you know, if you're shooting at 10 yards, it's probably a problem anyways. So you're probably in a situation you probably shouldn't be in anyhow. So let's put some self-defense rounds in it and see if that makes any difference, because the ballistics might change, you know, the way it flies through the air. It is a little breezy out here today, but I'm not going to use that as any sort of excuse to say one gun is better than the other. But I gotta say, Jaron, you were right. At Rock Island, shooting pretty good. Okay, so what we were shooting was Fiyuki Full Metal Jacket, and now we're going to move on to some Federal Premium Low Recoil Self-Defense cartridges. Wonderful rounds, very accurate, oh, and I gotta say, these axles so far, super cool, very comfortable, real easy to put in and take out. The last pair I got, I can't remember what they were. What are my other headphones? I don't know. Whatever they were an expensive brand, and they were all super distorty. So let's shoot the self-defense ammo and see what happens. All right. See if you can put them in one spot. Oh!
Did I miss?
Yeah, you hit the wood.
Oh.
No, that's okay. That's all right.
Way low? Where did I hit it?
I don't know. Is that where you were shooting?
No. Oh, that just... No.
Oh, yeah. So you hit here, and then you hit here. Right here.
Man, sometimes you just
My
shoot.
brand new 2x4.
Sometimes you just don't shoot very great.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
I try to take my time.
All right, now we got the Springfield with the self-defense rounds. Right in the same spot. Nice and slow. There you go. There you go.
A little better.
Yeah, it looks like it's about the same grouping though, you know? It's just you went left with that one instead of down.
I think it's just, this feels like home to me.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, you know that one.
I also
you know?
took my time a little more. Dan keeps saying I'm rushing today for some reason. Maybe because it's like 100 degrees.
Yeah, it's freaking hot. All right, this is this beautiful piece of history again. Oh, look at that. That's the closest grouping you had.
I like it. You know what I noticed is the slide is smooth.
Well, yeah. Like I said, that firearm probably has 2 million rounds, you know. It may or may not be the original barrel.
So that was my best, but
Yeah.
But again, I mean, that wasn't horrible. I don't know what happened there.
I just love shooting this. I love shooting this big gong with the 45. It just dings so loud.
We couldn't buy brand new 2x4s and have me not shoot a bullet through them.
Yeah.
Especially with the cost of lumber right now.
Yep, you just tore some gold off there. Put them all right in the middle. Pretty solid. World War II, 1911. There's still nothing better than a 1911. I don't care if one's more accurate than the other. Shooting a 1911 is a wonderful experience. Well, you know, it's not what we normally do, but that was a very interesting range day, because they all had their very little intricacies about them that made them feel different, made them shoot different, even though they're the same body, it's the same design, it's the same styling and pieces and functionality. It's just it's amazing to me every time I do pick up a different firearm that's the same exact thing that I've shot before. But I have to say, out of all of them, I for sure enjoyed shooting the military service one the most. But that's because it's got history behind it. But to pick a favorite that probably shot the best, I don't know, man. The Springfield and the Rock Island are super close. The World War II one, the accuracy just is what it is, you know. But I think the Springfield and the Rock Island kept up. I gotta say, props to Rock Island. You made a cheap firearm and it kept up with a mid-range costing pistol. So good on you. Not bad.
Just wanted to say thanks to Jaron and John for supporting the channel, and thanks so much for watching.
See y'all next time.